Hi, it's Kitty Blue. I am answering prompt number 4, which is your doll's backstory, life, dislikes. Do you wait for them to choose a character or create a story? Do they have a backstory, etc.? At first, I had a list of only 7 dolls that I wanted to create into characters that I had sketched out and that were going to have a little life and I would tell stories with. That 7 dolls has grown considerably, and every time that I see a different mold or I see somebody's secondhand doll, I just immediately, a new character comes into my head, and I go ahead and purchase them and create them into the character that just comes into my mind. So I don't really wait for them to get home. Well, some of them I didn't really have an exact idea on what I wanted to do with them, but which, for instance, would be this little guy right here. He has a Resin Soul song head. I don't have a body for him yet. Well, I have a body, but right now, Takmoda. This is Takmoda. He's a Resin Soul Mai. Pardon his wig, it's coming off. I have to redo his wig. This head is actually going to end up being on his body because I'm getting Takmoda a new body. So eventually this little guy here will have a body to have a head on. Although it would make a good little girl, but I'm kind of, I have a lot more girls than I do boy dolls, so I decided I'm going to use him since I was going to get Takmoda a new body and I can just put him on his old one. So anyway, back to that. This one doesn't even have a name or a story or anything like that yet. I do know that I am going to dye him, either a black resin or a dark, really dark tan resin, or dye. So we'll see what kind of character he develops into. I'm going to kind of go in order of some of the dolls, how I bought them and everything. This will probably take several videos because I have a lot of dolls. This is Kitty Blue. She is a Resin Soul May, and she is in the sky blue color. Kitty Blue here is not to be confused with Kitty Blue, which is me, but she is kind of like my little mascot for my fashion design business. She's on my business cards and everything. She was my original sketch that I did several years ago, and her backstory or her likes and dislikes, she is a rockabilly girl, so she likes a lot of rockabilly music and dancing and things like that. But I'm still developing her character. Her backstory, she is, I don't want to give too much away because I do photo stories, and I'm starting to get into where they're from and everything like that. But pretty much their backstory for my kitty dolls and some of my animal dolls is that they're actually from another planet. I don't have the name of the planet yet. That's still something that I'm working on. I want to, really create a really cool name. But they're from a different planet, and there is some, stuff going on in their planet, and they actually took refuge here on Earth, and some of them I have brought into my home. So that will be the backstory for several, or most of my kitty and animal dolls that I am creating. So that's like pretty much it for Kitty Blue right this moment. I can't think of anything else, but I know there's a prompt number 7 is doll relationships, so we'll get into that. I'll go through that at that time instead of going over it now. Next, Takmoda here is a Resin Soul Mai, like I just had stated. He is in the light tan. He is obviously a kitty boy too, from the same planet as Kitty Blue. Um, my original plan with him was to be kind of a rockabilly boy, just because Kit-Eye Blue is a rockabilly girl, so that's a little inset into number 7 with the relationships. But his backstory is the same, from the same planet and everything like that. I haven't really developed him into like dislikes and likes and stuff like that. He's a very misunderstood boy. He's a typical boy. He's kind of clueless sometimes when, you know, something is right in front of him, and you know, he just gets caught up in just silly little things, and eventually he will come around and realize that, you know, everything that he wants is right in front of him. So that is for Takmoto. I actually got him the same time I got Kit-Eye Blue, so they came in together. And let's see. I'm not sure which ones I have bought in order, so I'm just going to go to Nixie. Well, actually, no, it would have been Michaela. So we'll grab Michaela here. I'm trying to like remember my photo stories and I've done. This is Michaela. Right now she is one of my only SD dolls. I actually do have a Dolphy Dream, but it's only a body. I had a Haruka Obitsu head that I thought was going to go well on the body, and I don't really like how it looks, and plus it's a different color. So right now she's pretty much my only like put together SD doll, but I'm going to be getting more. So this is Michaela. She is a Resin Soul Eye. She is a hoofed girl. She's got little hoofs. And so with her, Michaela is actually, she's kind of got a backstory, but not really, because what I'm doing with her is I'm turning her into a Draenei from World of Warcraft. She's one of my characters on World of Warcraft that I play with. Michaela is a hunter and a engineer, so that is going to be pretty much like what her backstory is. It's basically involving the whole backstory of Draenei, and she came here to live with me on Earth, basically for the same reasons, just to escape where she was at, and just to kind of settle down and have a more peaceful life, or hopefully have a more peaceful life. Okay, now we have Audrum. Audrum is a, she's obviously a steampunk girl with her little goggles, and one of her eyes is a steampunk eye. This one right here, the left one. She has a Bobobi aerial sculpt head, and she is on a single jointed resin soul body. She also has this wonderful mechanical arm. I think it's Ringdoll. I can't remember what the company is, but it's usually silver, and I went ahead and painted it. So her backstory, she is an elf, and there was a little accident that happened, and they replaced her arm and her eye with mechanical parts, and now she's pretty much kind of feeling left out from you know, nature and everything, and where she used to live. So she decided to run away, and I obtained her in that way. So that is pretty much her. Her likes, of course, are steampunk, everything's steampunk, and she loves building things. So that is Audrum. And next we have Nixie. Nixie is a Bobobi sprite. I got her secondhand. I also got Audrum and Michaela both secondhand. Nixie is a fairy, and her backstory, the owner that used to have her, was she is like kind of a high elf, or not a high elf, but she's basically kind of like royalty. So that's her backstory, but unfortunately she has lost her memory, so she's still trying to figure out all of what is going on and what was in her past. So that's where I am starting with her character when I received her. And I'm out of time, so I'll be right back.